Yo, where your hat, yo?
I look a mess, right?
Yo, where the hat?
I got a hat right here, but it's mismatched. But guess
Nah, I'm
what?
fucking with you. It's all good. Damn, yo, that shit
Because
was mad quick how you did that like that. That was some
it was
smooth
right
shit.
here.
That was smooth,
Yeah.
nigga. That was smooth.
All right, we on live. We on live. What's
What's
good?
good
This
to
is
the people? What's
Jazz.
good to the people? YouTube, what
Jazz.
up?
This is Jazz, the comfort zone. Make sure y'all
Word,
like, subscribe, and
word.
comment.
Facts.
Comments. Hit the video addressing
Comments
the
make the
comments.
world go round.
So make sure y'all comment because we will address them.
Word.
All right, and I got
And
my
so,
brother with Kev.
yep, that's a fact. So speaking of that, right? We plan to start a new series on this channel. Basically, what I want to do, if y'all will excuse me 1 second, what I want to do is start addressing some of the comments that we receive in our roundtable live streams, as well as in whatever other blogs we do. So this person, by the name of Medical Sour, commented earlier today on one of the streams that we did last week. We were talking about transgenders and this person, Big Bass Bills, out of Trenton, New Jersey, is it? Who was
Yeah.
exposing some men for their sexual exploits and things of that nature. So this person is actually the person that gave me the idea to start addressing some of the comments on YouTube, so that we could kind of figure out what everybody thinks about it. So this person's name again, Medical Sour. They said that Black people are the most homophobic and hypocritic people. Now, my approach to this person when I responded to their comment was not to immediately jump to conclusions and think that this person had malicious intent for their comment. I wanted to find a little bit more out. So I asked this person why they thought this was the case. And their response was this, and this is all a quote. None of these are my words. It says, 1 minute, blacks. And it's kind of interesting that they put blacks the way they did, like blacks, but we're gonna skip past that. It says 1 minute blacks love gays. Next minute they're calling people fags and outing them. It says, then they speak about HIV as if all gay men have HIV. Then it says if a black man says something blacks don't like, they will call him gay, especially if he speaks about black women. The last part of the comment says black women want to be men, and then they want the men to be sexless. I don't really know what this comment exactly means because it's a little bit all over the place, but me and Jazz gonna get into it. What up, sis?
All
What are
right.
your first thoughts when you hear this comment?
First of all, my first thoughts is the person who said it is very ignorant because one, I don't believe that blacks are more homophobic. I believe that it may be a certain group like inside of blacks, maybe Christians or whatever situation is, but I believe that white people, Indians, Hispanics are just as homophobic as the next person. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that it's a specific group that's homophobic, but
Mm-hmm.
two, black women wanting to be men. That is not true. That you could tell that's coming from a person that's not knowing,
Okay.
ignorant. Period. Because just because you see a lot of aggressive black women doesn't mean that they want to be men. It just means that at some point the world taught women to be independent.
Okay. So you know what I want to do? Because this comment, it seems like a very broad comment, and there's multi parts to it. So I want to see if we can break it down each part. So the first part you addressed, where you said was, about certain people being grouped in with a whole race or a whole group just because of how certain people feel.
Right.
What do you really think about the term homophobic? Because see, my thing is, and I understand, like in society, right? We talk about this. People use certain terms as figures of speech and as a way to express things, but not really going by what the definition of the word is. So, like being in the LGBTQ community, do you guys look and I'm not talking about the people who are disrespectful towards the community. I mean, just in general. do you guys look at homophobia as being like a derogatory thing? Because to me, phobia just means, like people are afraid of what they don't understand. Like phobia is a fear of something. So do you as being a member of the LGBTQ community, do you look at somebody being homophobic if they're not being disrespectful as being like a negative thing, or just something where, like you said, they're just ignorant of what exactly being um, homosexual entails? Like, how do you look at that term? What does it mean to
Well,
you?
the term itself is not supposed to be a negative term. Homophobia is not that these people hate
Right, right, okay,
homosexuals. That's not what homophobia is.
okay,
Homophobia is just to be scared of something. That's what
okay.
phobia is.
Do you think people take it as hate when they hear the homophobic? Do you think
When
that it's
people use the term wrong, and that's
okay?
that's the problem.
Mhm.
People use the term as you hate homosexuals. That's what people use the term as, but that's not what the term should be used as, because that's not what it was meant for.
Got you.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's one thing to hate, and it's one thing to be scared of.
Mm.
It's one
Right.
thing, you know what I'm saying? Hate is something totally different.
Now let me ask you this, right? My initial thoughts, and you can tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. My initial thoughts about this person commenting is that they must be a member of the LGBTQ community, because it kind of seems like a little bit on the surface, the way they say that, we're always throwing the gay term out there. It kind of seems like they're maybe a member of the community, because like almost as if they're taking offense to that belief that they have that we throw that term out there a lot.
Absolutely, I believe that the person is a part of the community. But what's sad about it is, for LGBTQ community to have such a hard time in society, you as
Yeah.
a member of that community, you're doing the same thing that you don't want done to yourself. Because how do you single out a group of people and say blacks does this,
Yeah.
blacks do that? To me, that takes you're contradicting yourself. You don't want it done to yourself, but you're doing it to a group of people.
Mm.